in 19, right? 20. 21. I was given 19. Anyway, it's okay for me, but by mistake. Huh? Okay, I'll see. That's okay. I see. Okay. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihare Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhare 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 Yashodanandana Vradadana Randana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yashodana Vradadana Randana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yashodanandana Vradadana Randana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yashodanandana Vradadana Randana Tiravanachari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Marani ki Jai, Shri Shri Lakshmi Narsim Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai, Yugadhar Harinam Sankirtan Yajna ki Jai, Vrindadev Tulasi Marani ki Jai, Vrindavan Madhura Dham ki Jai, Navadip Mayapur Dham ki Jai, Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamane. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayed Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So today we will be discussing from 4th canto, chapter 27, title Attack by Chandavega on the city of King Puranjana, and verse 20. Daurbhagyenatmano loke Daurbhagyenatmano loke Daurbhagyenatmano loke Vishruta Durbhagati sa Vishruta Durbhageti sa Vishruta Durbhageti sa Yatushta Rajarshayetu या तुष्टारादर्शयेतु वृतादात् पूरवे वरम् वृतादात् पूरवे वरम् वृतादात् पूरवे वरम् दौर्भाग्येनात्मनो लोके विश्रुता दुर्भगेति सा या तुष्टारादर्शयेतु वृतादात् पूरवे वरम् दौर्भाग्येनात्मनो लोके विश्रुता दुर्भगेति सा या तुष्टारादर्शयेतु वृतादात् पूरवे वरम् दौर्भाग्येनात्मनो लोके दुर्भगेति सा या तुष्टारादर्शयेतु वृतादात् पूरवे वरम्. Anyone else? येनात्मनो लोके दर्शयेतु तादात् पूरवे वरम्. Any Matajis? दौर्भाग्येनात्मनो लोके विश्रुता दुर्भगेति सा या तुष्टारादर्शयेतु वृतादात् पूरवे वरम्. दौर्भाग्येना, on account of misfortune, atmanaha, of herself, loke, in the world, vishruta, celebrated, durbhaga, most unfortunate, iti, thus, sa, she, ya, who, tushta, being satisfied, rajarshaye, unto the great king, tu, but, vrita, being accepted, adat, delivered, purave, unto King Puru, varam, benediction. Translation by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The daughter of time, Zara, was very unfortunate. Consequently, she was known as Durbhaga, ill-fated. However, she was once pleased with a great king, and because the king accepted her, she granted him a great benediction. Please repeat. The daughter of time, Jara, was very unfortunate. Consequently, she was known as Durbhaga, ill-fated. However, she was once pleased with a great king, and because the king accepted her, she granted him a great benediction. I'll go one line by line, purport. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnanandana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Okay. As Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, Subha Sukha Bhagala, all kinds of happiness disappear in old age. Consequently, no one likes old age or Jara. Thus, Jara, as a daughter of time, is known as the most unfortunate daughter. She was, however, at one time accepted by a great king Yayati. So, old age is part of our life. We don't know, at least I don't know as of now, the old age problems. As far as one is young, one will, one feels that it's okay, everything. We are proud of our youth. I mean, everyone proud of their youth, and everyone thinks their beauty. But as time progresses, old age definitely attack everyone. No one is accepted from that. No one is uh, exempted from that. Then why the old age comes? The old age comes, why old age is there? It should be there at first place. It's because for non-devotees, the reason is they are changing their desires. That's the reason. When they are changing their desires, so then what happens? Lord Krishna, as Super Soul, he has to fulfill or provide the facilities. Right? We have many desires, right? And to fulfill the desires, we need extraneous or external elements. Yes or no? We need external elements, right? To fulfill our desires. Whatever desire we take, we need matter and we need other living beings. Suppose if one wants to be a politician, then there should be orders. Otherwise, where is the question of politics and politician? Everyone wants to become a great scientist. There must be consumers of their products, whatever he invented, right? Otherwise, he will lose enthusiasm. He will not feel any impetus to create, right? So, the material world, that is why the material world is there. One reason. it, it is to fulfill our desires based on whether we deserve it or not. It's not that just we desire and immediately we become boom and whatever we desire. It's not like that. Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Why it will not happen instantaneously? When we desire something, we won't become like that or we won't get that instantaneously. Why? Because there is another factor, whether we deserve it or not. That is also there. That is also there. Till we reach a stage down the line, down the timeline, and at one moment, if we deserve, then that activity becomes fulfilled and becomes activated in our life to fulfill. But there is a one person for whom everything is instantaneous. That is Lord Krishna. For Lord Krishna, everything is instantaneous. Yes? Are there any examples? Instantaneously he created Dwaraka. Of course, Vishwakarma, but he gave that technology to Vishwakarma to create. Right? Overnight. Oh, not only creating Dwaraka just at a moment, but he transported the entire Madura Vasis to Dwaraka, except Maybe few who fought. No, only Balarama and Krishna fought with Jarasandha. Yeah, if I remember. I didn't remember if other fought with Jarasandha. Anyway, so there are like that. There are examples. Lord Krishna created instantaneously. That's the proof that he is out of time zone. The matter completely comes out of the time zone and works under the control of Krishna directly, if Krishna wants. Otherwise, matter is controlled within the time zone. Means time, as time progresses, whatever the matter responds to the time, it responds like that. So, since Lord Krishna is out of time, we never see Lord Krishna with the old age. Have you seen, with the wrinkled skinned Krishna, hunchback Krishna, or white-haired Krishna? Have you ever seen? White beard, something like that. Have you ever seen? No. Why? It's because the old age, disease, birth and death cannot attack Lord Krishna. They cannot attack. Because Lord Krishna is a supreme, he's a beyond. He's beyond everything, he's above everything. He's above everything. That's why we never saw old aged Krishna. Krishna is always Kaishora age. Youth, budding youth. That's it. And then he will not grow after that. Not because the age factor will not act upon Lord. That is why in this life we worship Krishna. But if you don't go back, if you go back or if you don't go back, again in next life we will worship Krishna. And again next life we will worship Krishna. Krishna is the same entity, but we change our bodies. If we are not fortunate enough to go back to spiritual world, we have to take another body. It's must. Otherwise we cannot be happy. Cannot be happy because of unfulfilled desires. And old age problems are many. Sometimes one of the problem of old age is being neglected. Till that moment, a particular moment, we feel that the society needs us. That feeling will be there. Or the family needs us. Family members dependent on us. And all of a sudden, the calculations will be changed. And they start neglecting, the members start neglecting the old person. To bear that is very difficult. To bear that very difficult. Different people, there are different things to bear. They feel difficulty, but it's difficult. And at that time, what is that strength that to carry in life? Or somebody, maybe some family members, by cheat or by cheating or something, they take over the property. So what is the strength to bear that? So it's a very difficult. So that's why no one wants to accept the old age. No one wants. But when it reaches, then they wanted to get out of it. That is why, Krishna, please take me very quickly. And so far we didn't spend time for Krishna. But when old age comes, then we say that, Krishna, please take me very quickly. No. It's not spiritual. It's material. It's material. Because spiritual means to do for Krishna. That is spiritual. Material means If any inconvenience or if something for me, if I do, then that is material. Out of inconvenience, say I am doing. No, that's material. Or out of some some return in an activity, if you do that, then that's material. But spiritual, if anything done for Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna, then that is spiritual. Sorry. If anything spiritual, then that is spiritual. So then Lord Krishna says, hey, do you want really me or something else? Okay, I'll give you your youth back. Still do you want me? And then maybe suppose if Krishna gives back our youth, then we say, bye bye Krishna, sorry. Again when I become old, I will. Sometimes people say that, see the spiritual, they see ISKCON is actually very famous for, attracting youngsters, particularly. And some people actually outsiders, they feel worried and they say that, hey, come on, why are you doing at this young age? Hey, this is for old age person. This is for old people. And then this person asks that, how old are you? I am 60. Then are you doing now Krishna consciousness? Then no. Then why do you say then it is only for old people? How many old people are doing that for that matter? This is not old or young. Krishna consciousness is meant for everyone, for all ages, for all people. Because it's the innate nature of ourself. Krishna consciousness is there within everyone. It is there. Just the germinating capacity is there in the seed. Yes? But will it germinate any time? No. It will germinate only under right circumstances. Yes, proper water, proper fertile land, air, sunshine. And then boom, a little shoot comes up. Similarly, Krishna consciousness is also like that. That is why Srila Prabhupada established all these temples. Why? Because the innate Krishna consciousness can be kindled at any time. Any time the spark, it ignites the spark, whatever is there within the heart. And then one comes and then seeing the atmosphere and they say, okay, so very nice, let me also chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And then they start chanting. That's it. Their life becomes fully auspicious. Wholly auspicious. There is nothing auspicious in this world which makes our life auspicious than Krishna consciousness. There is nothing which can make us happy in this world other than Krishna consciousness. More, I mean to say. There is nothing more in this world to make us happy other than Krishna consciousness. And there is no best friend for us other than who is giving us the gift of Krishna consciousness. This is such an important aspect in our life. Why? Because it gives the strength to withstand under all circumstances of our life, all phases of our life. All phases. All phases. There are many examples how different people actually withstand under very tough situations. There are many examples, scriptural examples and contemporary examples. Many examples are there. So Krishna consciousness is meant for everyone. And yeah, why it is meant for everyone? There's another reason is, originally we are with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Originally we were with Krishna. One of the Acharya in our parampara, Rupa Goswami, he says that this point in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Originally we are with Krishna. We are very wonderfully living life. But at some unfortunate time, if any soul develops a desire to enjoy by separating from God, at that moment the old age begins. At that moment, their body starts experiencing the disease and death. So then, to make our life happy, we have to revert the process. And that process is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare mantra is a very, very powerful mantra. It directly works on our heart. Right? Different medicines aimed to work on different organs, right? Some medicines to work on kidneys, some medicines to work on blood, some medicines to work on neurological system, right? That's a body. But this medicine of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is aimed directly to work upon our heart. It works and it gives the sufficient strength to lead our life, and at the same time it develops the the love towards the Supreme Lord. Now let us see the purport, actually, how a king very happily he accepted old age. For devotees, it is a very, very happy process to accept old age. In fact, devotees very eagerly wait for old age. Do you know why? Because that's the moment, they can go back to spiritual world. So it excites them. It excites them. Because of the old age problems, the people who don't know Krishna consciousness or who don't practice Krishna consciousness, their worry increases day by day. Day by day their worry increases. Either accumulating more or fear of losing something. Fear of losing youth is also a fear, is also a problem for them. But for devotees, it's not at all a problem. The more the time progresses, the more old they become, the more enthusiastic and happier they become. They become happier. Like Srila Prabhupada, at the age of 69, how energetic and enthusiastic he was. Why? Because he has full confidence in holy name, he has full confidence in the Bhagavad Gita, and he has full confidence in Vedic scriptures. And he experienced also those things practically in his life. I mean, the imports of the scriptures he experienced. So he was so enthusiastic. So now let us see. So King Yayati. So she was at one time accepted by a great king, Yayati. Now Yayati was cursed by his father-in-law Sukracharya to accept old age. When Sukracharya's daughter was married to King Yayati, one of her friends named Sarmishta went with her. Later, King Yayati, it is a packed up. This is a big story in 9th canto, where Srila Prabhupada is written in a packed manner. Later on, King Yayati became very much attached to Sarmishta, and Sukracharya's daughter complained to her father. Consequently, Sukracharya cursed King Yayati to become prematurely old. King Yayati had 5 youthful sons, and he begged all his sons to exchange their youth for his old age. No one agreed except the youngest son, whose name was Puru. Upon accepting Yayati's old age, Puru was given the kingdom. It is said that 2 of Yayati's other sons, being disobedient to their father, were given kingdoms outside of India, most probably Turkey and Greece. The purport is that one can accumulate wealth and all kinds of material opulences, but during old age one cannot enjoy them. Although Puru attained his father's kingdom, he could not enjoy all the opulence, for he had sacrificed his youth. One should not wait for old age in order to become Krishna consciousness. Due to invalidity of old age, one cannot make progress in Krishna consciousness. However, opulent he may be materially. So, youth is the right time for Krishna consciousness. Of course, Prahlad Maharaj says that even at the age of 5 years age also, 5 years age is the, from that age one should begin Krishna consciousness. I mean, teaching to them. So that they will become a very wonderful, nice citizens. Why the problems are increasing manifold in the society? Because there is no teaching for youngsters from the childhood how not to create problems to us. Is there any chapter in our subject? How not to create problems to anyone, others? Is there any one chapter you show me? So, if we don't learn that, then inadvertently or willingly, people will do such things. So, Krishna consciousness is meant for particularly very youngsters. Particularly youngsters. That is why great kings, there is one king who ruled part of Kerala many hundreds of years ago. Maybe, I didn't remember exactly, maybe some hundreds, maybe 1300s years ago or something. His name was Kulashekara. I mean, some years, I don't know, I don't remember exactly. So Kulashekara, he says that, oh my Lord, he says that Krishna tvadiya pada pankaja panjarantam advaitame manasa rajahamsa. So he says that, oh Krishna, please let me attract my mind towards the lotus feet. Just like how Hamsa is attracted. Hamsa is a kind of bird. How that bird is attracted to the lotus in water. And then he says that, now I am very youth, O Lord. So please attract my mind towards your lotus feet. If I become old, then what happens? My throat will be choked up. And I'll not be able to even speak properly. So, and because my entire attention is dragged towards my old age problems, my invalidity. I cannot get up, my bones become weak, all such things. So at that time, I may not turn towards you, O Lord. So please divert my mind now only. Very wonderful prayer, right? Very wonderful prayer. Similar prayer in first canto also is there. Queen Kunti, the mother of Pandavas. She says that, "O Lord Krishna, just like by default all rivers flow towards the ocean." It's by default, right? Similarly, please, by default, make my mind flow towards ocean of your love. Ocean of your love. So that's a point here. And let's come back to the story. Here Yayati Yayati had 5 sons. Actually Yayati was a king, but somehow he was attracted to the beauty of Devayani. Devayani was daughter of Sukracharya. So he was attracted to her beauty, but under some circumstances he had to marry her, Devayani. But during the time, what happens during the marriage, just before the marriage time, Devayani's father came to Yayati and requested, okay, you marry my daughter, you should marry my daughter, and also with one condition. The condition is, here there is a name Sarmishta, right? Sarmishta is another girl. You have to take Sarmishta as your maid servant. That's a condition. And Sarmishta was none other than the daughter of a king. But Sukracharya put that condition. That the condition, because he had some quarrel with Devayani had some quarrel with Sarmishta. So she wanted to, tit for tat. Tit for tat. So this is a problem. See, many people nowadays, particularly nowadays, they are thinking that why the India fallen to the state to which that it has fallen. It's because one reason, there are many reasons actually, combined all these reasons actually the present situation of India. But one reason is the people who are intelligent enough to understand their culture, they are not understanding. Because of some influence or some external forces, they are not able to understand, or they are not willing to show interest to even understand. But there is a lot of treasure in this, in these scriptures. Lot of treasure. Unimaginable treasure. And just simply by understanding, under the guidance of someone, understanding this treasure of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, it's completely relevant to us. All the stories are relevant to us. Not even single episode from Srimad Bhagavatam is irrelevant to us. Everything is relevant. Everything we can apply in our life. Whoever that person is. The person may be a CEO of a company, a person is a normal person, or a person is a politician or a leader or a student or a doctor or a police or a medical practitioner, whatever he is, or a judicial person, whoever he is, he can derive a lot of benefit from this spiritually. So one of the reason is we are not paying attention to that, or we are misapplying that, and that's what Sukracharya did at that time. He misused his power. So then Yayati accepted for that condition because he was attracted to Devayani's beauty, and he said, okay, your maid servant, okay, fine. And then after marriage, Devayani got 2 sons from Yayati. And then Sarmishta approached Yayati and said that, my dear, I also want children. I am your you know, kind of wife. So please accept me. But Sukracharya put the condition, you should not beget children with the Sarmishta. He put that condition. You have to accept her, but you should not get children with her. Come on. This is injustice, right? But then Yayati actually, he understood the religious principles and then he said, okay, I'll marry you. And then with Sarmishta, he got 3 sons. And the last son was Puru. That's what whose name was referred here. Yeah, a great king. Yeah, a great king Puru. So, after knowing that Sarmishta got children from Yayati, then Devayati became very angry. Usually, wives think that husband is my property. If anyone look at them, I will pluck their eyes out because my husband is so beautiful. I chose so beautiful husband and the beauty belongs to me. Usually they think like that. So Devyani also representing that consciousness, she thought. And then she immediately went to her father and complained. My husband cheated you, father. Do something. And Sukracharya also, because he misused power, he lost intelligence. Immediately, he became very angry and he cursed Yayati. He cursed Yayati. You may become old and invalid. And after that, he scratched his head. Oh my God, what I did. If my daughter's husband becomes old, then what about my daughter? What about my daughter? This is how we create problems for ourselves. Now the scriptures educate us how to think with a cool-minded way and then avoid our futuristic problems. These are not ordinary. Please understand, these scriptures are not ordinary. Somehow, some people who have vested interest, they create an impression on a mass scale in the public that these are irrelevant. The Vedic scriptures are irrelevant. They became successful on a mass scale to create that impression. But it was not true. It was not true. So Sukracharya thought, okay, what a big blunder I did. But he was thinking, but Yayati said that. But Yayati didn't say anything. But he said that, he said that, okay, what about your daughter then now? Simply do something. And then Sukracharya said that, okay, I invest some mantras. By those mantras, you can give your old age to someone else and take their youth from them. And who will accept that? Who will accept that? No one will accept, right? Who will accept others' youth, others' old age? So then Yayati said, okay, at least I'll try. And then he started asking everyone. And then he asked first son, and he said, no, sorry, I don't accept. And he asked second, third, fourth. And Yayati became, I only gave body to you, but you are unwilling to help me again in return. But when he came to the fifth son, he said that, my dear father, it's because of you only I got this body, and this body is meant for perfection of life and meant for engaging in Supreme Lord Krishna and then going back to spiritual world. If that is accelerated quickly by old age, and I'm the most happiest person. So I'll accept your old age and I'll quickly go back to spiritual world by practicing Krishna consciousness. What a confidence he had. What a confidence. This is a confidence on devotion. Fortunately, we have such confident devotees sitting in front of us and creating that confidence, instilling that confidence in our hearts. And Yayati said, okay. Shamelessly he said, okay, accept my old age. And then by those mantras, and then, by such, whatever the Sukracharya said, the process, and then Yayati got youth and Puru got old age. And guess what happens to Puru after that? He became very wonderful devotee. And after some time again, he becomes youth. And then in that lineage, the great warriors, Pandava warriors, took birth in that lineage. They're actually from Puru family. Great warriors. Hare Krishna. I'm sorry, I didn't observe time. It's already 9:04. Any comments or questions? Anyone? No comments? Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.